Well, on this hunt, I'm in the big timber searching for some old history. Well, welcome, friends. I'm really enjoying myself today. Ain't nothing better than getting out on a fall, cool morning looking for some old history in these old woods. And I'm in some big timber today. So let's see what we can find. What old hunters has been in here? What else is laying in the ground? So let's get at it. There's a 12 to a 14. No iron.
Now that reads like a shotgun shell.
But I ain't picking it up.
Usually a lock on it there. But it ain't lying to me, I know that. See, gotta go down a little bit. There it is. Shotgun shell, baby. See how old that one is.
There's a nice one. See the design on it? Like a little star in it? That's an old one. UMC New Club. Old shell. I love to find these things. It's kind of fun. How old can I find?
Well, there you go. Clean up my mess,
And I'm moving on.
there's an 8. 8 to a 9, and no iron. It might be a 22 shell, reading so low. We'll see. Way over here. Back up. Well, I've been reading the keys in my pocket. Must have raked it out.
It's in my hand. I see it.
There it is. There it is. An unfired 22 short. Right there. I'll show it to you better here.
Hey. Well, there it is. An unfired 22 short. And I've just dropped it. All right, we're gonna move on.
There's a 15 to a 17. No iron. I'll get down on the ground here. It's right under that big tree root. Right there. If I can get under it. I'm at it. I ain't got it out. There's a tree root right there. Big as my arm. There it is. Out from under that tree root. Shotgun shell, baby. Man, that was a deep one under a big old one. See what this is? It's under a big tree root. Deep. And that's a Peters. And it looks like a 16 gauge, it is. That might be a Peters target too. 16 gauge. Man, that 4 inches deep under a root big around as my arm, forearm. I clean up my mess and we're moving on.
Now, there's some old timbers in these woods, I tell you. I'm in old farmland. Some of this has been logged, a lot of them ain't. Look how big some of these big oaks are. I mean, there's some monsters in here. This is where I like to hunt around. This is where you find your history.
$13 to $14. There it is. Cool shotgun shell. Man, they're hard to get into today. They're deep. What I'm finding is deep. The old ones anyway. See what this is. Well, here it is. It's an old one too. Old favorite that I find in them old ridges. Winchester New Rival. That's a nice one too. They like these. These must have been a favorite back there around 1900. Got good metal in them and they're old. All right. I'm gonna clean up my mess and I'm moving on. Here's a crazy one. It reads up to 28, 18 to 20. Right there. That's pinpoint. It's right there. Whatever it is, it probably might be just a jacketed bullet or something. We'll find out. It didn't sound like a coin. Be nice with it. It's under them tree roots, whatever it is. It feels so good just to get out in these old woods. looks like a bullet. That was it. Okay, let me turn this thing off. Now there you go. No bullet. Yeah, no bullet. Don't know how old that is. It's about 3 inches deep. But it's hollow in the back. There you go. That read like a bullet. Boy, I was hoping to find another corn. But you never know what's fell over time in these woods. You just never know. All right, we're moving on.
Sometimes I like to take a break, just enjoy nature, and enjoy stuff. And I'm sitting here taking a break, drinking me a little water, and I happen to see something move. See if you can see it. It's watching me just as much as I was watching him. You just never know what's in these woods. You gotta notice stuff around you. If you don't see that, well, I'll get a little closer in on it for you. You notice stuff like this if you're an old country boy, growed up in these woods, or a hunter. It's just the way it is. If you don't notice stuff like this in the woods, you'll never do no good hunting, that's for sure. A flicker of the ear, something moves out of place. You see it now? Well, there you go. This old place, just love it. These woods are getting so beautiful. They'll be in full color here in a week or so, and then they'll be gone. Enjoy them while you can. I love to be in them. Just in my nature, in my blood. So let's move on.
There's 11 to 12. No iron. Let's see what we got here. I haven't hit it on top. Go down a little bit. I just can't hit it. Not got it yet. There it is. Shotgun shell. There you go. See what that one is. There we go. It's a monarch. Should be a federal. I think that's what it says. Federal monarch. Nice old shell too. I think it's back in the 50s. I don't know till I get it home. You'll see the date right here. Now there you go. Another nice old collector. Yeah, if I'd been hunting deer today, I'd have had one laid down. That's for sure. Moving on. There's a 14 or 15. No iron. If I can get down here. We finally had a little bit of rain, just a little shower last night. Little grub everywhere. Coon just tore like that. over here. Well, picking up stuff in my pocket. That old equinox says there's something here. It's locked on something. Might get under these tree roots. Looks just like an old bullet to me. Old lead bullet. Okay. That read like a shotgun shell, but that don't mean nothing anymore. Biggest thing is, you want to kind of clean up your mess where nobody even know you was here. All right, we're moving on. There's a 12 to 16 no iron right here. It's right here somewhere. I ain't picking it up. Finally. Finally. It's a deep one. I still ain't got down to it yet. Finally. Shotgun shell. Baby. See what this one is. Man, that one's deep. There you go. That's a Peter's target, I think. Yep. Old Peter's target. That was deep. That's a deep one. All right, I'm gonna clean up my mess. And I'm gonna move on. There's a 13 to a 15. No iron. There's some plastic up there. Shotgun shell. But that's one of the newer ones. Probably can't even read that. It's a Winchester Super X, that's for sure. Right there it is. I don't know if I can clean it up enough to look at, but it's a Winchester Super X, 12 gauge. Nope. W&W. Oh well. It's a shotgun shell, but it's not one of the old ones. Well, guys, here's today's find. It ain't much. It ain't gold and silver. I wished I could find some more coins, but luck didn't have it that way. It wasn't meant to be. Here's what I found in shotgun shells. I enjoy just being in the woods. It's just so beautiful this time of year. It's starting to get real beautiful. Well, anyway, yeah, I found these old shotgun shells. Can't recognize them out in the field. They must be pretty new, because that's a 16 gauge. Must be pretty new because they're rusted away. There just ain't no metal in them.
7.5 shot. Probably shooting squirrels. And here's one, it could be 50 years old. W&W. 12 gauge. 5 shot. Hunting squirrels, guarantee you. 6 shots my favorite. It's always been my favorite. And there's old shotgun shells here. I got into some old ones. I did find some old ones. Here's a Peter's Target. You see the date on that. Nice one. Nice collectors. And they clean up good. They got good metal in them. Not like them newer ones. And here's an old favorite. This is the oldest one of the day. Winchester New Rival. I find a lot of these back on the ridge. A lot of them. They're a favorite back in that day. These are 120 years old at least. 100 to 130. They're old. Old shells. Good collectors. And I got this one, a little 20 gauge. It's an old one too. It's a Peter's Target. 16 gauge. See the date on it. High brass. What that high brass means, it's just got extra powder in it for extra long range, more power. Here's a Federal Monarch. See the date on that one. It ain't super old, but it's old. Just according to where they lay, what condition they're in. Here's a nice one. It's not the oldest of the day, but I think it was the nicest find. It cleaned up real good. Remington UMC New Club. That little star in the middle there, you can see the date there. That's an old one. That's an old one. That's a nice one for me, collector today. And I found little old pieces of, make your detector go off, pieces of lead. Don't know, bullet fragments or something from hunting. Old spent bullets. Hit something, you don't know. That may have went through a deer. You don't know. You just don't know how old they are. Another old bullet, say it's for hunting. Looks like a 30 caliber. Pure lead. Now here's an old strange one. Metal detector went off. About a 9 to a 10. Well, I think it's a 22. Well, it was a 22, but it's a full short. I mean, a fully intact short 22. 22 short. I found a few of these over time. And that ELF, I think, just stands for Federal. I think that's what it is. Old 22. Somebody in a hurry. Dropped out of their pocket. Like I do an old coin. Or they was loading a gun and dropped that one. Couldn't find it or just moved on. Don't know how long that's laying there. It's pretty crusty. But I got it cleaned up enough to look at it good. I have found a few of these old long rifles, longs. You don't know what's laying in these old woods, guys. You don't know what's laying in the next hole. So, hope you enjoy these little videos. I love just getting out in the woods, exploring. You don't know what's laying there over time. Who's walked through, what's happened, what history is going on. So, I want to thank you for watching these little videos. I'll do them from time to time, but I know you just don't like them as much as you do my stories, but there you go. So I want to thank you all for watching. God bless, and I'll see you next time.